20 years ago, the U.S. was rocked by what was considered to be the worst high school mass shooting in the nation's history. On April 20th, 1999, two high school seniors, Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris, opened fire on fellow classmates, killing 12 students, one teacher, and injuring several others before turning the gun on themselves. Now, this shooting became the first of many deadly mass school shootings to come. RT correspondent Ashlee Banks is joining us live now from the newsroom with more. Ashley?
We are nearing the 20-year anniversary of the Columbine shooting. On April 20th, 1999, two 12th grade students entered Columbine High School at 11:19 a.m. dressed in trench coats. Using shotguns, they gunned down many of their victims in the school's library. By 11:35 a.m., both teens had killed 12 students and one teacher and injured more than 20 others. Shortly after noon, the pair turned the gun on themselves. The two hoped to bomb the school initially, but when that plan failed, they resorted to using shotguns. Almost 2 decades later, Casey Johnson and Amy Over, two students who survived the school shooting, recount how the tragedy unfolded.
And I turn around to see one of them crouching down about 6 feet behind me, pointing a shotgun, I didn't know what that was at the time, towards the boy who had been hiding in the spot behind me. He was so close that I turned and plugged my ears, and I knew I would be next. So I plugged my ears, shrugged my shoulders, and I can still hear the shot that hit me.
And I made a quick split decision to run out that front entranceway. As I was running out, we were being shot at, and I ran as fast as I could down the junior parking lot and into a group of us pushed ourselves into a home where then I called my mom and told her I was okay.
For both the Johnson and Over, this massacre has changed their lives forever and has shaped the way they raise their children.
First day that I dropped Brianna off at school, I ended up having my first panic attack. And then from there sparked years of panic attacks. I struggled with chronic panic disorder for a good two to 3 years afterwards. And once I went back to therapy and counseling, we, figured out the root of it is this fear of death and fear of that something's going to happen to my children.
Dropping the kids off at school is no longer the hardest part of my day. I've spent a lot of years working through that. But there's not a day that goes by when I drop them off that I don't think about what I went through.
This massacre was considered to be the worst high school shooting in U.S. history. However, to date, since the Columbine massacre, more than 200 students, teachers, and staff have lost their lives in U.S. high school and college shootings. Hundreds more have been killed or injured in non-school settings, including the 2017 shooting in Las Vegas and the 2016 nightclub massacre in Orlando, Florida. Although many parents, advocates, and politicians have been fighting for new gun control measures in order to prevent these senseless deaths from taking place, to date we have yet to see any major changes. Reporting in the newsroom, Ashlee Banks, RT.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.